you know that Hong Kong is the only place in the world that has double-decker trams? You want it firm?
No, rough.
Okay. My crispy heart, my hot heart. After taking a spin around the region, I'm finally back home in Hong Kong. Home is a city where food lies in abundance. People are constantly on the move, and life never stops, even after dark. Being on home grounds, naturally I know exactly where to go for the best food. But my friend Bernice may have other ideas. I'm meeting her here along the Avenue of Stars, probably because she's a celebrity here in Hong Kong and she wants to show off her own star.
Oh my gosh! Are you? Hi, are you that person?
Wow.
He was actually surprised. You know, you saw the twinkle in his eye.
Oh, is that you?
I can get arrested for that.
Oh my gosh!
She had that surprise for me, and she defaced that director's board. This is defacing government property, you know?
Don't say a word.
All right.
Give me your hand.
Yes?
No, I don't want to shake your hand.
Okay. I know you don't want to shake my hand unless you get it nice and soft, right?
Rough hands off.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Right here?
Okay, I'm done.
That quickly? How much do I owe you?
I think that just set the mood for what our date was gonna evolve into.
I hope I don't get arrested.
I'm taking you to a place called Kamwa.
For breakfast.
Kamwa, what do you think? What do you think
Kamwa. Kamwa. I just did it.
Kamwa, Kamwa.
I just did it. I just Kamwa. I've been here for ages, you know. I love Kowloon. And there's always something going on here. You know, there's a big food scene here, lots of street food. It's so busy here.
Hi, this is Mrs. Shannon. Hi, this is my friend Alvin.
Hello,
How are you?
And she brought me to this, really popular cha chan tang.
What do you feel like having?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. 咁你會介紹啲咩咧？
有一樣嘢都香港特色嚟嘅，就係鴛鴦，係啦，鴛鴦。
I
鴛鴦
love
咧
that.
就係我哋嘅香港嘅特色嘅奶茶，同埋加咖啡，係啦。
So it's half coffee, half tea.
係啦。
This place is famous for their milk tea, famous for the yin yang, famous for their pineapple bun.
I actually wanted to ask 點解叫做菠蘿包？即係上面嗰個佢點樣做出嚟啊？
係菠蘿包咧就冇菠蘿嘅，係一個包嚟嘅啫。
No pineapple. No pineapple.
In a pineapple bun.
冇嘅，因為咧印咗出嚟即係做成咗之後咧，就會變成一格一格。
Oh, so it looks like
It
the
looks
shell
like a
of a
pineapple.
pineapple.
Looks like a shell.
嗰個邊咁樣啦，係啦。
So let's start ordering.
Okay.
Mrs. Chen insists on preparing our buns personally. As she was busy doing that, our drinks arrived. I ordered an iced yin yang to cool down the heat in this crowded cafe.
It's different, right? The tea is very different.
I think the coffee and tea must be very strong before they mixed it.
Yeah.
Or else, with all that ice and, it's so small, obviously it's melting very quickly. But, I'm still not losing flavor with each sip. So, no, it's perfect.
呢個鴛鴦包啦。
哦，哎呀，好細心啊！
So you got this nice slab of butter, and the butter is still cold. I'm talking too much. I gotta eat first, okay? It just tastes like a sweet bun with a crumble or a crispy topping.
Do you notice that she cut it on a slant? They cut it on a slant so it's not flat across, so it's not going to pour out.
Mistress Chen took us to the kitchen because I really wanted to find out the secret of making that topping for making my deconstruction dish. Wow, I think close to 1 million buns come out of here every day. So, keep your heart out, McDonald's. I was absolutely surprised how small that kitchen was, because they must come out with 1 million buns out of that kitchen. Cornstarch?
This is my bolo. I give to you.
So she's giving me her pineapple. After breakfast, you know, it was now my turn to take her to my favorite place, which is on Hong Kong side. Okay, now you can jump over.
I can. No, just...
It was Bernice's idea to take the ferry because she finds it romantic. I'm a guy, you have to go in first, okay? I can't see this how to do it. I'm a gentleman, okay?
But I'm gonna get seasick because the boat seems to be moving the other way.
Slow rides are not my thing. With Bernice by my side, it wasn't long before we got to our destination. This is Yong Ki.
Yeah.
This restaurant is famous for the roast goose and also 1,000-year-old egg. And I know the owner, Mr. Gum. Very nice man.
Thank you. Hello.
They've been operating there for close to 70 years. And you know, I went there as a young kid, and my father and my mother went there as kids. And I'm sure my grandfather went there too. As we were enjoying the roast goose, I saw the 1,000-year-old egg. And I believe, you know, on CNN, it was quoted as one of the worst dish in the world to have. Anybody who comes to Hong Kong must have this dish.
Why is it when I see this on a dish, they always have this pink ginger?
因為佢蛋咧，佢落咗鹼嚟做咧，佢會有嗰個鹼性重。咁因為酸薑同酸薑咧就同鹼啱相反㗎嘛，咁變咗食嗰兩個咪可以平衡咗嗰個味道咯。
Seeing this, another yin and yang, you know, of the ammonia and the acid, and this disgusting looking egg, and it's so delicious. And this is one dish that I must deconstruct.
Good.
Yeah, good.
To me, it's like it's a bunch of goo in your mouth, and it's really strong. It's very pungent, and like when people make jokes, you're gonna choke on the ginger juice.
It's almost like soft on the inside and hard on the outside. That's me. Okay, I'm very soft on the inside, hard on the inside. You know, this is very, very good description. So she's gonna make you hairy balls. And the next day, it was my turn, again, to take her to lunch. We went from Wan Chai, where my restaurant is, and we took a tram. Did you know that Hong Kong is the only place in the world that has double-decker trams?
No, this is my first time. Sitting at the very back, basically you get the movie scene of going through Hong Kong, going through Central, going through Wan Chai kind of feel. And it's a whole nother aspect, a whole nother perspective, because you're up a little bit as well. This is like where they do a lot of MVs, you know? Lost in Thought. What they call 3-7. Soundtrack music.
This complex used to be the old Western Market. I promise, the grand stage, founded in 1906. Sign written right there, that's how come I know.
Welcome to the grand stage, Alvin.
Sandy.
Bernice.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome. There's a table ready to serve you. Ooh. So I have ordered some specialty for you. Most of them is the traditional Chinese food.
Dim sum is about Hong Kong.
小笼包. This is.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
You have dim sum, which means small snacks. So, you know, food is coming to you quickly.
咁首先我哋要落啲醋啦，要有啲薑絲啦。
It's gonna pop.
It's just another must-do in Hong Kong. I love this dim sum because this is very unique, you know, it just looks like a hairy ball, you know.
Yeah.
And when you and this is very unique with taro. When you deep fry it, you know, it just becomes all fluffy. And you know, it's one of the most beautiful dim sum that I find.
So it's something that you like that's hairy.
I like very hairy things, okay? I've been here many times, but I've never been to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time here with one of the most beautiful girls in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
basically,
of course. Welcome.
What I found is whatever I asked, I get only because of her.
Waiting for her to go inside.
All the chefs is waiting for her.
Yeah, because in Hong Kong, most of the restaurants, the kitchen is the most secret place.
Yeah.
Usually would not announce to any camera inside.
Is he allowed to come?
Yeah. He will always come by.
I think I need another drink.
Yeah.
Well, sometime I have to come by myself. All those lonely times.
係，收埋你好。
哦，星哥，唔該你教我哋點樣整個小籠包。
好，佢呢度有鹽啦、味啦、糖啦、麻油啦、生抽啦、胡椒粉啦。咁我哋都準備好㗎啦。我哋再將適量嘅水加埋落去。我哋第一 part 就 OK 咗啦。跟住我哋再將豬皮膠入埋落去。
What is that?
That is gelatin and superior stock. The superior stock is made with pork, it's made with chicken, and it's made with Chinese ham. Well, the original dim sum is very, you know, it's done with a lot of pork fat, with shrimps, because, you know, when you eat it, you want it very, moist.
我依家咧就整芋角。
呢個有咩喺度㗎？
有芋頭啦，有燉麵啦，有啲鹽糖味啦，同埋最重要咧，我哋有啲植物油，等佢係蓬鬆用嘅呢個係。
So she's gonna make you hairy balls.
Okay. While Chef Singh was like, you know, doing this and rolling that, and then you're going to deep frying, you know, Alvin was in the little corner shaping his little taro root, and he made it into a heart-shaped taro root.
Because, you know, Bernice kept on and on about the hairy balls and all that. So I gotta, you know, give her a hairy ball.
I think he has a soft spot for me. I'm growing on him. I think he was just as surprised. It actually came out as a heart shape.
So here it is, my crispy heart, my hot heart.
So obviously when you eat it, it's a lot sweeter.
After giving Bernice my hairy heart, we went for a romantic walk around the area. It's really just an excuse to walk off lunch in preparation for dinner. I'm gonna buy some of these because I'm gonna cook this for you.
Do you even know what the difference is?
I know the difference. These are the smaller ones, these are bigger ones, and these are even bigger ones. The oysters boosted my appetite for food, and this time it's Bernice's turn to show me hers. That is her favorite restaurant. Well, I know this place. This is Lei Moon.
What I really love about this place is that you can actually come here and it's like an open market. You can pick whatever you want, any color you want, any size, shape, length.
And so, we embarked on a mission to catch our own seafood.
You still didn't get my favorite, but that's okay.
No, okay, we'll get your favorite. You want it firm?
It's a little rough.
No. Okay. The thing about Lei Moon is it's very unique again, you know, of Hong Kong. You bring your own seafood and then they cook it for you.
係啊，今日仲買咗好多海鮮喎。
係啊，咁麻煩你同我哋煮好唔好啊？
好啊 ，OK， 好啊，過嚟呢邊啦。
咁不如你介紹一下今晚嘅幾出嘅煮法啦。
哦，係啊，嗱咁啊，如果咧我哋呢度咧食一啲全部原味嘅，咁呢一個咧就係白灼蝦啦，好鮮味嘅，就咁灼都已經好好食。但係個 size 咧，我哋都要注重咯，呢啲 size 係最好㗎啦。咁咧我哋咧一般嚟講咧，香港咧係好中意食白灼蝦嘅，因為最中意咧食佢原汁原味啊，成隻都可以食晒嘅，連埋個頭，連埋嗰啲肉都食晒嘅。
And we all love to eat this head, okay? And you know, some of us would just, you know, suck on it and do this. And then what you have here is you have intensity, what we call long. It's like eating into an intensive pill of power and flavor.
Are you done?
No. Cooking for experts in Hong Kong cuisine is pressure enough even for the god of kitchens. But the producers have decided to up the ante and invited 2 food critics, one of whom has been less than impressed when she last visited my restaurant. This will be the hardest of all challenges, to turn the atheists around. of this website has been less than kind with the review of my restaurant dishes. But the producers thought it would be a laugh to have me personally cook for her. I just found out her name is Janice.
The way he pairs the flavors, it's not always as balanced as the traditional ways. And I'm not against innovation, but if it needs to be good, it needs to taste good, and it didn't always taste good.
Janice couldn't appreciate my dishes the last time, but this time I'm determined to make her eat her words. First dish, gonna deconstruct the pineapple bun. You want the pineapple too? One of the key points I must have in this dish is that crispy topping. And since we had a slab of butter, the texture of that butter, because it wasn't like melted, it was, you know, I can still taste the coldness of the butter. I'm gonna make a cold butter yogurt ice cream. So we got the butter in there. You can see how the sugar is dissolved in the butter. You put the eggs in now. Do a line. Here's the ice cream. This butter ice cream. This cap. Okay, so that looks like a pineapple bun, right? Okay, now just to make it nice, let's just put this here. So to go with this, I'm gonna make a yin yang. What we have here is just very cold coffee.
Very cold.
And we have here warm tea. Okay? The magic of television. All that.
Whoa, very cool.
Now, this is what 1,000-year-old egg looks like.
Okay.
The 1,000-year-old egg and pickled ginger, we had yonki. One of the intimidating factors is this thing, you know, looks like a big black rotten egg. So let's coat it, and let's make it fun. So I'm gonna make a foam with pickled ginger. And then I'm gonna coat the egg. I'm gonna dip that in nitrogen. So the foam will harden, and it's gonna be almost like eggshell. That's it. I'm gonna fool people by giving them the friendly approach, but when they cut into it, it's still rotten egg. The thing about dim sum is because it's simple and there's a variety. To Bernice, I promised I'll serve her my version of hairy balls. So, you know, so I gotta do that.
It smells like smoked salmon, like, you know, like...
I'm gonna use the crispy taro on the base. I'm gonna put a smoked quail egg inside the taro pastry and then I'm gonna fry it. I'm just gonna add some caviar on top of this and go flakes. A second one was the xiaolongbao. So, you know, using sophistication, I'm gonna encapsulate the xiaolongbao stock. If the oil's too hot, this will burst. And what we do is we now rinse it in warm water. I'm just gonna put a small strip of ginger that's been marinated in vinegar, very, very red. Probably serve it in a soup spoon because I don't think you can actually pick this up with chopsticks. Now remember when I was going about on the poached prawn, on the tail part, so the flesh part was very sweet and thin. And on the head, it was very long.
Yeah, you just kept
powerful,
on sucking the head juice
stuff. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, which are not good. Men do not suck, men just push. I'm currently using the Spanish strip, the calabanero from Spain, because they're known for their flesh, because it's very sweet, it's naturally red, and it looks, when it's raw, it looks really nice. So just want to cut that off and make it look nice, okay? To imitate that head, that nice head, I'm probably gonna take some egg roll skin or something like that, fry it into a cylinder, and the inside, I'm gonna take the head of the calabanero, condense it somehow, and then make a mayonnaise and stuff it into the head. All right, so what we do now is we attach the head, right? So what does that look like?
That looks like the whole ha.
That's the whole ha, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna eat like a poached prawn, fresh and raw. The head, powerful, strong, okay, like my other parts of the body. Hong Kongers are religious when it comes to punctuality. My guests started to arrive 10 minutes before appointed time. Fortunately, I got Hong Kong in me too.
So I just want to welcome everybody here today, and we have two special bloggers, special guests here. This is Jason, and this is Janice. So how about we get started?
Let's start. Basically, it's like an egg that's just come out of, we dug it out of the ground with a bit of soil. Okay, so it's gonna, no, I'm not gonna get an egg each, okay? Because I think, you know, we're gonna
it's
just.
Quite rich, yeah.
No, because Yongge Daosun Yu is very expensive, so you're not gonna get one each, okay? Go, one there,
就用嗰個薑咧嚟做另一個做法啦，都係一個突破嚟，但係都做得幾調和。
The next dish, I'm gonna now play with the dim sum.
個小籠包令我好有驚喜，因為從個外觀上邊完全唔知佢係一樣乜嘢嚟嘅，但係食落去係100% 有小籠包嗰個味道。The taro ball, I thought the quail egg could be a little less smoked because it actually became quite overpowering. And caviar, it was a lot of caviar. I mean, you know, if I had to pay for it, I'd feel the pain.
For the next dish, I'm trying to develop the, you know, bak chak ha, you know, the poached prawn. So let's bring the dish out. Go.
平時我哋嗰啲頭咧要咁啜嚟啜去，今次唔需要啊，又有蝦嗰個蝦頭嗰個脆脆啲嘅感覺，啊真係好得意喎，又覺得係。
The final dish, dessert, yin yang. Enjoy.
The yin yang is like a very jello, custardy kind of texture to it. It's wonderful as a dessert, but as a drink, I prefer yin yang.
咁你感覺咧係一個中西式嘅甜品，非常之唔錯。
今次呢個有真嘅菠蘿喎，真嘅。Because normally, you know, the pineapple bun doesn't have any pineapple. He's always considering the different senses that makes you appreciate and try to see it through his eyes. It's very easy for us just to see things through our own eyes, but it takes a master at this to be able to consider both views and then bring it to the table. I think that's the consideration and the sensitive side of Alvin.
From what I hear and from what I observe, I think everything went very well. But my main concern is Janice, the atheist. Have my dishes made her believe?
I think this time actually she kept the balance. Actually, it's given me confidence to come back, so it's always a good thing.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.